First of all, a postscript on the first match of the day. She's still looking very solid, Petrova.
Well, she really is. She's with a lot of confidence. She won 2 tournaments already this year, and she's playing well on clay. She has the most match wins at 26, so she's the one to beat this week.
She's the one to beat this week?
I think so.
Well, how about the lady that we've just about to watch? Kuznetsova wins in Miami, which is a huge event. I understand it was on a hard court, but she was injured last week. Mary Jo looks like she's back.
Well, that's why I take a little thing away from Kuznetsova, because last week in Amelia, she was playing extremely well, beat Schneider in the quarterfinals, but then in the semis, played Schiavone in the near court, and she strained her right adductor, was not moving well. She led 5-3 in the first set, called the trainer after she lost the first set in the tie break. She had never retired in a match before, and she said she wanted to try and give it her all, but she clearly was not moving well. Schiavone was so excited because she was in another final. She's yet to win one, but she drove up to Charleston. Kuznetsova, she's got her elbow taped as well, took 3 days off, and she says she's going to give it her all here.
Okay, the warm-ups for this event have already been taken, so the players are about ready to fire. This is, again, Svetlana Kuznetsova taking on Anna-Lena Groenefeld of Germany, who has also been an interesting story that we'll get into. First ball just about to get underway. It is Anna-Lena to serve to the Miami champion, Kuznetsova. First ball.
Good way to start the match. Kuznetsova has been around a long time, but she's only 20 years old. Won the U.S. Open when she was 18. Trains in Barcelona. First time playing in the Family Circle Cup. Decided to play on the green clay this year. Usually she just starts in Europe on the red clay. You know, for getting hurt just a few days ago on Saturday and then taking 3 days off, she's had no problem in her matches, and I wonder if she's just a little bit more relaxed and she's more clear on what she needs to do on the court. Kuznetsova beat Shaughnessy 0-1, and then a Spaniard, Dominguez Lino, 2-1.
Why more relaxed, Mary Jo?
Well, when I talked to her last week, she really was unsure about coming to Charleston, and she felt the responsibility to the tournament to play. So I think maybe in her mind, she feels, well, whatever happens, happens. I'm doing my duty, and then I'll go rest and get healthier.
Well, she's done more than her duty so far. She's really played well.
Big serve.
Moments ago, Luke Jensen, just as they were walking out here, caught up with the Miami champ Kuznetsova.
Svetlana, the biggest thing is your health. You had to pull out for the first time ever last week. How you feeling?
Actually, I'm improving. I'm playing matches, and I don't feel that so sore part of my body. It's improving. I have tape on, but I feel pretty comfortable there.
Now, we don't see the arm. You're scratching the arm. How's the arm feeling?
I have a tape on, but I mean, it helps. I don't know, whatever I get treatment of the tape, both things are helping me. I don't feel pain nowhere, and I feel pretty comfortable with everything.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Luke. Groenefeld with the first game. Kuznetsova serving here 15 love.
So many players get so worried when they feel a little pain. And she's a great example, Kuznetsova, of trying to persevere through it, of trying to deal with it and play through it.
Anna-Lena Groeneveld's got a brother who is 2 years older than her, who played some on the men's tour. She's from Germany, and she still calls that hometown, but she spent a lot of time out in the Arizona desert. At the Athletes Performance Institute.
Good. A couple break points for the German. You can tell early on she's an aggressive player. She goes after her shots. Her backhand's her strength, as well as her serve. She's got a huge serve, Groenefeld.
Gee, that's really aggressive stuff as she gets the break, Anna-Lena Groenefeld. Good overhead there, too. Early preparation and a power stroke. Spent a lot of time as a friend of and associated with Megan Shaughnessy, right?
Yeah, they share the same coach for a long time. She's had a really
similar sort of game?
Yeah, similar stroke production, especially on the serve. High ball toss. Rafael Fontemora is the coach who was here, had to go back home to Spain, deal with some family issues, but she's won in straight sets here at Groenefeld. He's been working on having her be more consistent, containing her power a bit, and also getting fit. Remember last summer talking to both of them, and she said she worked so hard to lose weight, lost about 20 pounds.
Groenefeld looks like she could do with a couple of more pounds on her, actually.
She's gotten very, very fit, and you mentioned she trains out of Phoenix, Arizona, at the Institute, where it's not just tennis players, there's football players, baseball players. Playing Fed Cup next week, Groenefeld against the United States in Germany. That last forehand from Groenefeld, that's a new shot for her. A little slower, a little high over the net, a little more patience. Her natural instinct is to hit, a little bit like we saw Karolina Sprem yesterday.
Gee, like that. 30 all in this game. MJ, Fed Cup is also with Williams sisters pulled out here. Lindsay pulled out here, all with injuries. And they also pulled out a Fed Cup, so that leaves a pretty...
Yeah, it's going to be a tough match for the U.S. for sure. Groenefeld will be the #1 German. Jill Krabis will be the #1 American. Jamia Jackson, the 19-year-old who's been playing well lately, will be on the team.
Good movement there from Kuznetsova, and she has a chance to break back and get back and serve. No trouble with that little sprint. So there's the break back. It is 2-1. Kuznetsova will serve, and we come back to our live coverage of the Family Circle Cup. And sand, as I said, and boy, there are more golf courses here than you can shake a stick at. Tennis courts, Anna-Lena Groenefeld leading 2-1, but we're on serve now. Kuznetsova's coach, Stefan Ortega, is from the Casal Sanchez Academy in Spain. We've mic'd him again today. He agreed to do that. He's a Spanish speaker, obviously, and so is Kuznetsova, who spent so much time in Spain. But he's sitting next to somebody who's an English speaker, and he speaks English fine, so maybe we'll get something from him. Otherwise, MJ, we'll ask you for a translation.
No problem. These two have similar game styles. They're both trying to dictate as soon as they can in a rally. That's well played by Kuznetsova. Took her time.
Doesn't it encourage you to start to dictate a little sooner when your opponent is trying to dictate quickly?
Definitely gives you that sense of urgency. You can't really hesitate at all. You have to be committed to doing something with the first shot you get.
2 games apiece in the first set. I remember Borg, and people said, how did he win? You know, he wins the French, and then 4 times the same year he wins on grass at Wimbledon. How did he do that? Because he was pretty aggressive on grass. He had a great serve, and if you try to pressure him, he knew how to pressure you back. 2-2 first set.
And it also forces you to play better. You hear the top players often say, I play my best when I'm playing a better opponent. Well, because they know they have no choice. Good change up on that serve from Groenefeld. And lost 1 point when she gets the first serve in.
Boy, that is solid start to this match. 3-2. Kuznetsova will serve, and we come back. We're live in Charleston. Anna-Lena Groenefeld leading Svetlana Kuznetsova 3-2. We're on serve. They've traded early breaks. Stadium court here at the Family Circle Cup.
That's a huge return. Anticipated correctly and really used her shoulder turn. It's an open stance. Oh. Look at this timing. Gets that left hand to do a lot of the work.
Break points for Groenefeld.
You know, it's so important against a player who takes cracks at the ball every time. When you serve, Kuznetsova really needs to mix it up. Can't let her get grooved on any one shot.
Kuznetsova broken again. Let's go to the coach, Stefan Ortega, who have him mic'd.
She can make her run a little bit, then she's gonna get tired and don't serve so well neither. She's serving over 110 all the first serves. She wants to win, she needs to do it for more than 1 hour.
So the goal for Kuznetsova is to hang in there, kind of weather the storm of Groenefeld.
Groenefeld, as you were showing me, MJ, has got 115-mile-an-hour serve here. That's third only to Petrova and Karolina Sprem.
Hit one at 114 already today. And that's really been the book on Groenefeld. If you can stay with her somehow, she'll go through these patches of hitting winners, but also unforced errors. But she's a lot fitter now
Well, that's what I was going to say.
than she was a year ago.
So I'm not sure she's only going to be able to last an hour.
Ortega's hoping that the serve speed will come down a bit as the match progresses.
Throwing that ball at this hour of just closing in on 1:30 in the afternoon here on the East Coast, and not a great time to be serving there from where Anna-Lena is.
She goes for a lot of her second serves, the German. So she's going to hit some doubles. That ball toss sometimes goes way over her head. She really has to reach to hit it. That's another example. She chased that ball toss. It was way behind her.
But that's what you do when you want to put some topspin on the ball, right?
Yes, but
The kick serve.
the kick serve for sure. But these are really a little too far to her left. A couple break points after 2 double faults this game.
Out of reach. Point to Groenefeld. Still break point at 30-40.
Groenefeld played some doubles with Navratilova last year. They won the Canadian Open, and she's improved her volleys, her technique at the net. Delicate touch shot.
Kuznetsova taking her time after that sprint. Maybe to catch her breath. Still break point.
Great looking two-handed backhand from the German.
It's a good angle too, isn't it, Major?
Yeah. She gets on the outside of the ball.
Because she likes to go down the line with that shot.
Can go either way. She takes it so early. Definitely direct a few more to the forehand. A little more volatile on the forehand wing, Groenefeld. A little frustration from Kuznetsova on that return. Hitting it as hard as she could. It's something she has not been doing. That's why she's been playing so well. She's been a little more patient, waiting for the right shot to go after.
Groenefeld holds. That was a well-played game as it's 5-2. Kuznetsova will serve down a break in the first set when we come back live.
I am Andy Roddick. Check this out.
Yeah, Svetlana Kuznetsova played so well in Miami, but she's in trouble. First set 2-5 in serving. Cliff Drysdale here, Mary Jo Fernandez. You're watching live coverage. Family Circle Cup quarterfinal day. First set.
Well done again by Groenefeld. Not scared to come in, taking that return early. And then she makes a great stab volley. And then she's in control at the net. Keeps her racket head in front. Kuznetsova definitely feeling the pressure. The Germans coming from all different parts of the court. Hitting her backhand well, coming in well. Hitting some big serves.
Both 20-year-olds, these two. They, you would think, would be the future of this next 5-6 years anyway, and maybe decade. MJ, we were talking earlier today about like Mirza Ivanovic, Kirilenko, Russia, Vladisova. Anna-Lena, is she in that group?
She's in that group. I mean, she's just 20. And she's already 15 in the world. Been very consistent this year, winning her first Sony Ericsson WTA Tour title in Mexico. It's the best we've seen her play.
Kuznetsova holds. This is Groenefeld now to serve for the first set. What about American players, Major? Because none of those names that we're talking about are from the USA, and then now the Williams sisters are playing so little, and with their variety of injuries and their lack of interest maybe. And then you've got Jennifer, who's still out. And what is the deal with Lindsay?
Well, she's out with a back problem, the bulging disc in her lower back. There's no question it's a tough patch right now for the U.S. women coming up. Jill Kravis, the veteran, has been playing well. Beat Serena at Wimbledon last year, Clijsters in Miami a couple weeks ago. But after that, I mean, Jamia Jackson's 19. She played well in Miami. But threatening to make that big breakthrough to get into the top 10, we really don't have anyone.
That is why I just take a look at this the serve here of Groeneveld's. Okay, roll it, guys, and give me a freeze right here. I want you to look at a couple of things. That ball toss is kind of high, isn't it? But look at the knees bent at this stage, right? And look at that arm pointing to the ball, and a full shoulder turn as well. Okay, let it roll through. You see how she jumps into it? Look, she's in the air at that point. So there's a long time between the knee bend and then when she hits the ball. That's where she gets her power. Take a look here. And then she serves a...
She better not serve a double. It's a great second serve, but she does get her power from that knee bend. Gets good racket head speed, and she finishes inside the court. I think that's so important. Get your weight going forward all the time.
30-15. She's 2 points away from the set. There's a postscript to that, by the way, showing you the high ball toss. I'm not a big fan of the real high ball toss. That's a double fault. How many she served now, Mary Jo?
I think that's her fourth. But she goes after her serve. She's not trying to guide it in. And that last one was 93 miles an hour.
Yeah, but that's an average of a double fault a game. That's a lot. Set point.
Great get.
That is out, and Groenefeld has won the first set of this quarterfinal. They're playing for a spot in the final four here at the Family Circle Cup. We'll take a break, and when we come back, there'll be live coverage of set 2. That young lady had darker hair. She would look just not quite as pretty as you, Mary Jo, but close.
Gee, thanks.
6-3, Anna-Lena Groenefeld, and just before she came out here today, I mean literally just before, she talked to Luke.
Anna-Lena, very big moment for you. What's the strategy?
Well, I just try to go out there and have fun, and it's going to be an exciting match.
Well, 2006, you've been on a roll. Acapulco, you've been reaching a lot of quarterfinals. What's the difference this year compared to other years?
Yeah, I think I found my rhythm and practiced hard the last few years, and now it's coming together.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
Luke, talking about Acapulco, MJ, she beat Megan Shaughnessy, her good friend there, Emily Loire, and Flavia Pineda of Italy to win Acapulco. That's a clay court event that leads into Indian Wells. And that win propelled her to a meeting with Sharapova in the quarterfinals, the last 8 of Indian Wells, which, you know, she lost that match. But it's been a good season.
She lost in the quarters last week to Schiavone. And the hard work is definitely paying off for Groenefeld. In much better shape, much fitter. She's making her quicker. I'm not seeing a lot of long rallies out here. Very quick points.
Is that because of the style of play, Mary Jo, with the court surface?
I think a little bit of both. I was surprised to hear some of the players saying that the court was playing a little slower than they were used to. I think it's playing pretty fast.
I agree. Kuznetsova wins the first game of the second set. At 8 o'clock Eastern Time, Kevin Garnett and the Timberwolves visit Jermaine O'Neal and the Pacers. Then at 10:30 Eastern, the Lethal Suns offense, anchored by Steve Nash, takes on Jason Richardson and the Warriors. Coverage beginning at 7:30 Eastern, that's tonight, with the Kia NBA shoot-around. Both games available, by the way, on ESPN HD. And you should know that we here on ESPN2 right now are coming your way also on ESPN HD, high def. You have high def at home?
I don't. I'm going to get it, though. I had some people call me yesterday saying what a difference it makes to watch tennis in HD.
The cable company came out to my house and I said, attach the HD, and the gentleman who couldn't have been nice as you watch this again said, your television said not HD ready.
Right, that's where you got to start, Cliffy.
Okay. 15 to Groenefeld.
Kuznetsova standing so far behind the baseline to return the serve of Groenefeld. Even on the second serve, she doesn't really move forward.
But another double fault. Groenefeld, she said, well, as you said, she goes for a lot. Mary Jo still more than she needs. 30-all.
Another beautiful backhand. Look at her contact point for Groenefeld. Out in front, uses her wrist well. Because she's got the disguise with her shoulder turn, she really can go cross-quarter down the line.
Oops, another one.
We have a good view of her serve from where we're watching, Cliff, and the one thing I would criticize on Groenefeld's serve is how low her right elbow is. Watch when she takes the racket back and sets up. It's really low.
Right there. Point, but she saves a break opportunity for Kuznetsova, and it's deuce. That's wide, and the game goes to Groenefeld. She has even the score here in the second set. Joe, we got some bad news from Miami. One of Miami's really great personalities, an icon, really passed away.
Yes, Don Petrine Sr.
You knew him
Tuesday night very well. He used to be the tournament director of the Orange Bowl for many years, and I used to take lessons from his son, Don Jr., and we send our best, our prayers are with the entire family.
I'll second that. They've been just terrific for promotion of tennis for years in Miami.
Since I can remember. Ace for Kuznetsova, got the corner of the line. It's her first of the match. I feel like Kuznetsova is getting into the trap a little bit of trying to hit all the time because of the power from Groenefeld. I think if she can mix it up a little bit, change the speed, be better off.
Oh, that's a good recovery there from Kuznetsova, and it's game point.
It was a big return, and Kuznetsova was able to control the ball off her back foot. Well done.
Kuznetsova holds. We're on serve. No breaks in the second set yet. First set, and a surprise to Germany's Groenefeld over Kuznetsova of Russia. Kuznetsova leading by 2-1. Anna-Lena Groenefeld serving. We're in the second set. Groenefeld from Germany won the first set. Groeneveld's 20 years old, so is Kuznetsova. Groenefeld living both in Germany and in Arizona, Tempe, Arizona. Another double fault. That serve has really gone wild. But MJ, let's tell a little bit of the Kuznetsova story, because she comes from a family of really terrific athletes. I mean, her dad was a coach, right? And then add to that the fact that she spent so much time in Spain.
Started playing when she was 7. And her dad coached 6 Olympic champions
in
Russia.
I mean, what athletic?
In cycling. And her brother's a silver medalist at the Atlanta Games in '96 in cycling. She was the one who deviated a little bit, went into tennis.
Go down to Luke Jensen with some thoughts on Kuznetsova's injury. Luke?
Well, just right away in the last changeover, Kuznetsova wants a rewrap on that right thigh. But she had that strained right adductor last week, and I don't think it's bothering her. It's just getting a little loose because she's been playing now a set. The sweat is a factor, so the trainer may pop out there in the next changeover clip.
Luke Jensen is here helping us, obviously, and being a part of our ESPN tennis team. He's also doing clinics for the local fans here in the morning.
He's a workaholic, that Luke.
But I also saw Virginia Wade this morning. She's doing the same thing. She's probably leading Luke around, by the neck, telling him what to do. Wimbledon champ.
Break point. That backhand has been a weapon this entire match, and you'd think on the big points you keep it away from that side, because she's just ripping the ball cross court, down the line, any which way. Half of her winners have come from the backhand wing.
How many doubles is that now, Mary Jo?
That's 8 doubles. 4 already in this set. And this is only her second service game. So her rhythm and her timing is a little bit off. Remember, Kuznetsova's coach in the beginning of the match said, as the match progresses, he was hoping that the serve would go off a little bit, maybe because of fatigue.
Great point. That's good. She plays. It's
That
risky.
time was on the forehand. Yeah, that was close to the line. Kuznetsova telling herself to get a little deeper. It's hard for Kuznetsova to take control in these points. She's the one moving backwards. Despite all the double faults, ooh, frustration there from Kuznetsova. She's only been able to break Groenefeld once.
Never played against each other before, these two. Now look at this. She was mad at losing this because that was bam.
It
Sounded like it broke.
For sure. Probably play one more point and then switch.
But that one goes wide and Groenefeld hold. Let's hear from Stefan Ortega.
She's not getting the first serves in now.
No, but that's not the difference. I mean, the difference is playing inside the court and she's playing 3 meters outside. So she's always playing short. She needs to play inside. Doesn't matter how.
So Coach Mayor Joe translate that is saying that his player needs to play more inside, not get that far back.
That's right. Kuznetsova, she's the one retrieving and playing a little bit more defensively. And it's unusual because her game is to dictate all the time, and she's getting pushed around the court. She's got to find a way, in his opinion anyway, to stay on that baseline and just hold her ground.
Go down to Luke with a little more.
Yeah, Cliff, exactly what Ortega said. Kuznetsova's talking to herself, saying that exact strategy. She's way back behind the baseline. She's pushing herself, talking to herself about playing closer to the baseline, more aggressive.
Well, it's good they're on the same wavelength. Sometimes it's out of her control, though.
I agree with that. I mean, you're playing against somebody who hits the ball with as much angle and speed as what Groenefeld is at the moment. Sometimes you just got to say, let me back up and try and stay in the point.
That was her 8th backhand winner. See, there she had the opportunity. She had a little more time. That's where I think she should have hit the ball, gone for an offensive shot. Instead, she tried the drop shot, and now she faces 2 break points on her own serve. That's just too good.
Breakers serve 3-2. Groenefeld leads. She won the first set 6-3. And the way she's playing, this looks like this could be an upset. Looks like we've got a trainer coming to the court as well. Back in a minute.
Mike?
She was having, was that a retape there, Major?
No, it looked like she was taping her other leg.
Or it looked like...
Because her injury is her right adductor. I think she just got her left leg taped.
Love. In spite of all these double faults, she's in front. A set 3-2 and 30-15.
And she's faced break points, Groenefeld, but has gotten out of trouble. Kuznetsova has had 3 in this set. 6 in total, only broke once early in the first set.
Let's hear from Stefan Ortega again.
So many mistakes. Unbelievable. Yeah, but vamos, I think she has to use it. She's too defensive. Problem is she's not playing. She's not moving the hand enough, so the ball is bouncing and staying, and she has a lot of time to set up for her shots.
12 unforced errors in the match for Kuznetsova.
That's Groenefeld is not going to continue to play this point. She's going up. She's going to circle the mark. And Alison Lang says yes, it was wide. Groenefeld is correct, so the serve was a fault. Good move there by Groenefeld.
This is a must-win game for Kuznetsova.
Luke?
Yeah, Sony Erickson WTA Tour trainer Lisa Chase just said basically her left thigh is taped because of the skin irritation from the right thigh being taped. So nothing major, but just some skin irritation from rubbing side to side and moving.
Thank you, Luke. 30-15, Kuznetsova. Suddenly out of the blue, a bunch of one-handed sliced backhands from Kuznetsova.
Which probably isn't a bad idea to change the pace and force Groenefeld to generate her own power. Maybe a few too many in that last 2 rally. Ooh. I don't think that was on purpose. Let's take a look at it again. You think she was trying to hit a drop shot on that shot? Maybe.
Well, let me put it another way. If Federer hit it, you'd have said, oh, that's genius. Right?
Correct. That would have been on purpose.
4-3 Groenefeld in the second set. You're watching live coverage, everyone, of the Family Circle Cup. Cliff Drysdale here. Luke Jensen at courtside. Mary Jo Fernandez is next to me. It's Anna-Lena Groenefeld taking on Svetlana Kuznetsova. We are in the second set. First set going to Groenefeld 6-3. 4-3 Groenefeld up with a break. She's serving here to Kuznetsova. And she has, how many double faults is that now, MJ? Again, I'm sorry to keep asking you, but my eyes aren't good enough.
It's a little close. The monitor is closer to me. It's 10 for the match, 6 in this second set. And this is a time that Kuznetsova must take advantage of the free points. Now, that was a kick serve. No reason for that mistake. You got to make Groenefeld play it at this moment. Trying to get into a Tier 1 semifinal.
Tier 1, it was a mandatory Tier 1 that Kuznetsova won in Miami. There is only one mandatory Tier 1, and that was it. And she beat Sharapova in the final. She beat Amelie Mauresmo. She beat Aisugiyama. She beat Martina Hingis and Patty Schnyder. Hingis in the second round, and Vera Zvonareva. I mean, it was a tremendous effort from her. But on the clay, she has not fired quite as well, and she's in real trouble now.
Not making her play enough, Kuznetsova. You got to give her a chance to get a little tight.
Yep. Hasn't happened though. Game point. Like that, right?
Exactly. And kept away from the backhand. It's been the big shot of the match for Groenefeld.
Now, Kuznetsova is saying, check this mark.
Well, if it's out, it would have been a double fault.
And it is. So the point goes to Kuznetsova, and instead of a game point for Groeneveld, it was a second serve, Alison Lang says. And it's a break point. Another double.
Huge difference.
Advantage Kuznetsova.
11 double faults. That is on the line. No, that's called long. Excuse me, and the game goes to Kuznetsova. We're back on serve. Look at this again. I thought from her reaction.
Yeah, it looked like she had lost the point, but I think she was just trying to fire herself up.
Okay.
Well, lucky in that rally, had the miss hit, stayed in the point, but she got more balls in play.
That miss hit was lucky, wasn't it?
Yes.
4-all. Oh, that's tough. And Kuznetsova, and again, she's given it the old fist pump and the clenched fist. Another look here. Good defense.
How low she stays to the court. And that's how you absorb an opponent's power. Got to use your legs. You know, if you're changing the pace and you're hitting more slices like Kuznetsova, you have to be prepared to do a little more running, because the ball does sit up a little bit more, gives Groenefeld more time.
Groeneveld is going to go check the mark, and she will circle it, and Alison Lang once again, in the absence of our shot spot replays, gets out of the chair and checks it, because there's a mark that's left on a clay court, and it was long.
Second serve.
See what Kuznetsova is going to the sideline for a towel.
A little warmer today. It's supposed to get hot this weekend.
points and a couple here for Groenefeld. It's 15-40 at 4-all in the second set now.
And it's another backhand winner. This one from outside the doubles alley. A huge point. Even Kuznetsova has to applaud that backhand winner. It is gutsy serving and volleying on break point.
No reaction from the German, though. She just whacks that ball. It's a huge point for her, obviously. As you said, a Tier 1 tournament playing against a winner in Miami. And Kuznetsova, who's in fine form, still break point.
See if she goes to the backhand again.
Again, hitting the backhand side. Groenefeld with another winner. So it's Anna-Lena Groenefeld of Germany who will serve for the match when we come back here to our live coverage of the Family Circle Cup.
Life offers us.
Anna-Lena Groenefeld serving for the match here and a spot in the last 4. This is a quarterfinal round match as she takes on Svetlana Kuznetsova. Called fault. Serve 11 double faults so far. Well, 15. That is wide, and Anna-Lena, who had her career breakthrough at a Tier 3 event in Acapulco. That was her first tour singles title this year. She was the number 2 seed. In fact, they won both the singles. She won both the singles and doubles there. Just before Indian Wells. Can't minimize how much a win in a tournament helps a player's mental status. It's long. 15-30.
This would be her best result at a big event for Groenefeld. Couple errors again. Another chance to break for Kuznetsova, get back on serve. Groenefeld played 3 finals last year. They were all smaller events.
Oh, comes up with a swing volley with that ball. Yeah, let's listen to Ortega talking. This is Kuznetsova's coach.
No, it's not a problem of the legs.
No problem?
No. It's a problem with the head. She just waits for Anna-Lena to miss.
And she's not missing.
And she's not missing because she has so much time. I mean, Sveta is playing 3 meters behind the baseline.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Well, even Kuznetsova will tell you that her biggest obstacle is her head. It gets in the way. She gets so frustrated with herself. But in Miami, when she saved match point against Hingis, then beat Mauresmo, won number 1 in the semis, and then just outplayed Sharapova in the final, her head was there. She was focused. I don't think Ortega's giving enough credit to Groenefeld.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, I really don't, because Groenefeld has played a very solid match. She's very powerful. She hits the ball hard, and, you know, she's taken risks, and for the most part, they've come off.
Groenefeld has more winners than unforced errors, 25 to 22, and Kuznetsova's numbers aren't horrible. She has 12 winners to 17 unforced. And what Ortega's saying is that Groenefeld has too much time to set up to hit those winners. Kuznetsova has to figure out a way to maybe go for a little bit more and take more chances, but it's not been easy. I mean, she's taking a crack off the return. If her serve goes in, she's on the offensive. Another break chance.
Another one saved. Still break point.
Not too many players can compete with the power of Kuznetsova, so I think it's tough when all of a sudden somebody pops out like a Groenefeld and not only can compete with it, but can out-hit her sometimes.
Groenefeld breaks, so she will again serve for the match when we come back live to the Family Circle Cup. Anna Kuznetsova is struggling today, but see whether she can come back again in the last serve game. Anna-Lena Groenefeld served for it and lost her serve. Now she's serving for it again at 6-5. It's long. 15.
I'd like to have that return serve back.
Got a pretty good kick on that second serve.
That's why I'm not.
I was just wondering if you shouldn't use that a little more often.
Or as a first serve sometimes. Especially when you're trying to serve it out, you're a little nervous.
Because that ball gets up pretty good.
It's tough to attack it, and Kuznetsova hasn't been able to really step in and take it early.
Exactly. There's a forehand error there. And break points here for Kuznetsova to get back into a tiebreak in the second set. But I've been impressed with Groeneveld's backhand because she can hit it down the line. Everybody can see that. But she's got that vicious cross-court too, which makes it very difficult.
But isn't it amazing serving for it the second time? She's taking a little bit off of it. It's just human nature to get nervous, to get tight. This is a big moment for Groenefeld.
Still break point. missed it, and it's deuce. I mean, that was a big kick. She's trying to get in the backhand side. Kuznetsova knows it's coming there. She runs around. It goes for a huge winner.
Something she has not been doing the entire match. And on such a big point, not to get it back in play, to question that decision.
Kuznetsova's got a third chance to break in this game.
Great angle this time from Kuznetsova, way behind the baseline, really gets the angle. And right now, the longer the rally, it's advantage Kuznetsova.
That's a double fault. That's double fault number 12 at least. And Kuznetsova breaks back. How many breaks of serve have we had here in this second set, MJ?
6, 3 apiece.
So we've had as many breaks as we've had holes. Tie break's going to decide this set. Who has the upper hand here?
I think Kuznetsova does. Help though for Groenefeld. She's had her back against the wall a couple times, has managed to get through it. Kuznetsova, she's been in this position many more times than Groenefeld. Always tough when you get a bad break, but even more in a tie break.
Mini break.
Definitely long.
That she just put on her hand, MJ. Do you have any idea?
A little sawdust?
No, it came out of a. It looked like it came out of a bottle. Rosin.
All 2 unforced errors. Now it's 3-love Groenefeld.
3-1. Groenfeld's up a set. This is tiebreak of the second set. Groenefeld served for this match twice. And at one point played a really horrible point at 15-40 to give the first game back to Groenefeld, to Kuznetsova, excuse me.
Well, this is where you hope you're a quick learner and you learn from those mistakes. She has another opportunity to close this match out. She's getting a lot of help from Kuznetsova.
5-1, the players will change ends with just a couple of points separating Groenefeld, with a meeting, an opportunity to play against Nadia Petrova, another Russian, in the semi-final, and that would be for a spot in the championship match here. Justine Enarden later today takes on Marat's sister in the quarterfinal, and then Schniedler and Deschy.
Kuznetsova just changed rackets, Cliff.
It's a grip thing, isn't
I
it?
think so. I think it's maybe too slippery or something. But at 5-1 down in a tiebreak, that's a tough time to change and get a new string job. That was number 12-8 for this set. And that gives Kuznetsova just a little bit of hope still. She could hold on to these 2 service points.
Oh, that is out of reach. So we've had one apiece here on net cords. First point, Groenefeld got one in her favor, and now this.
Sometimes luck evens out.
So now it looked like it was all lost for Kuznetsova is not. It's 3-5. Terrific angle of the two-hander of Kuznetsova, changing the angle there very well. Last minute, another look. Out of reach. A little jog there, but she's still trailing. Mini break 5-4. Out. Huge point, second serve. Steers that one down the line, but wide, and it's match points. 2 of them here for Groenefeld coming up. He's out. Anna-Lena Groenefeld wins this match. I don't know, and Jay, I just, you know, again, we've been listening to the coach, and I thought that was really interesting. But I agree with you, and I don't think that maybe he was giving enough. Look, you don't want to say that Groenefeld was better than your charge, but she did play good.
I thought for a set and a half she played really well when she was in the position to win this match. She got a little tight, a few unforced errors, too many double faults. Got some free gifts there in the tiebreak from Kuznetsova, but she held it together. And this is a big moment for Groenefeld to be in the semis against her doubles partner, Petrova. I think it's going to be another hard-hitting match. And Petrova, of course, the favorite because she's coming off a win from the Bausch & Lomb in Amelia Island.
We'll come back with more coverage of this championship in a minute.
Worked so well in this match.
Well, I think today I got her not to play too much with her forehand, and I could dictate the points more through her backhand side, and I didn't get a lot of winners, so I think that was a key.
What about the second serve? So many double faults. What do you got to do to fix that?
Yeah, I know. I went a little bit too much maybe sometimes because I didn't want her to be on top of me. So, yeah, I did way too many. But on the other hand, I also hit quite a lot of very good second serves. So I think it was equal. But, yeah, for sure for tomorrow I have to change that.
Tomorrow you have Petrova, your doubles partner. You're stepping on the court later today with her. What's that strategy going to be?
Yeah, we played a few matches before, and we were all pretty close, and we always had good matches, so I think it's going to be very interesting.
Good luck. Back to you, Cliff.
Thank you, Luke. Well done. And Congratulations again to Anna-Lena Groenefeld of Germany, a winner today. So she's in the last 4 of this championship here in Charleston. We'll be back.